Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be discussing a bit more of an update that I received over the weekend, so I can actually share some of the pictures with you. So we obviously know that the main Star Trek figures that were coming out, we're going to be ending up with these 8 figures, should I say? Sorry, the Enterprise. And obviously the phaser, that's the first wave, and the second wave will come next year. So obviously they've been doing the rounds sort of at toy fairs and stuff like that. And now when I went to the toy fair, they had some of the figures out on display. The ship was out of box, and so was the phaser. So we didn't see the box of them, but we did see the box of the figures. So we weren't at the time allowed to show. We could have took photos, but we weren't allowed to show anyone. So I chose not to take any photos because of the sort of embargo that they have on. But we obviously reported that these were the actual box designs that we were going to get. Obviously, they're going with sort of the next gen. If they've been released before, they were going with the classic sort of design. We sort of thought this was going to happen with the ship and the phaser as well. And we'll get onto that in just a minute. So, if you were lucky enough at the weekend, we had MCM London, obviously in London, Comic-Con, and one of the stalls there was obviously Bandai, and they were showing off their Star Trek range. So you can take photos and stuff like that. They're obviously trying to engage now with the fandom and trying to sort of get excitement up really for this. It's the first time I've actually seen photos allowed really. I know that some people had some which weren't allowed to be distributed, but we now have some photos we can share with you from the event. Now I didn't go personally to this event. Someone I know went, and they've said they come across these photos and they've sent them to me, so I want to just sort of show you guys. That's what I want to do today, and it will also show you what you can expect as well from the line, from the sort of figures as well as the boxes and stuff like that. So the first one is, as you can see, it's Senior Officer Burnham, Michael Burnham. This is the first one that we got. Obviously in the background there is the Enterprise ship, and we'll come on to that in a little bit. That was on display along with obviously Saru, and I think a lot of people were worried about this, but I wasn't mainly that worried about the actual figure of Saru. I thought he was actually pretty well done, and obviously as you can see here, it looks really impressive. Obviously you get those accessories, and we talked about them in the last update. The accessories that you're going to be getting are like the sort of the bog standard sort of non-real detailed accessories, like similar to what we had in the original lineup, so they're not going to have too much detail on them. We also get Picard and Riker as well. They were both on display. As you can see in the bottom right of this corner, it has you can actually see that there's the phaser box as well. I didn't get a photo of the phaser box sent to me, but you can see there that it's at the bottom there. It's going to be in that universe, Star Trek universe packaging, so not in the original packaging that we all thought as well. But the Riker looks really well, and you can see there as well a lot of the accessories are very plain, and it's coming with those I would say annoying phasers that we had in the very original run, where it had the beam coming out and it stretched out. I didn't really like them, but they're coming again. Also, as well, as you can see there with Riker, he has sort of an engineering case and scanning tool. It's interesting because I think he came with that in his original lineup Fallout. But I'm really digging the figures. It looks really good. The head sculpt on Riker there looks really, really impressive. Really impressive. So that was the original one. Now that was circulating, and we all thought, you know, that's what it's going to be. for the Enterprise packaging, because they were going retro with the figure line, which we've just seen. Now I did see this at the toy fairs, but like I said, I never saw the box. I just saw the ship. Maybe the box was there and I just didn't notice it. But here it is, and I can officially show you the box. Da! There it is. Some people commented on my last update video saying that it's the same as the original. I said no. When I spoke to the guys at the desk at Bandai, they said it wasn't. They said it was actually a brand new materials, brand new design, brand new sort of tooling and everything. And obviously you can see that in here as well. Someone said so you can see the saucer edge is slightly sloped before it was sort of straight. Also as well, the top and the bottom were completely clean, and I mentioned in the comments in the last video that it had panel lines, which obviously the original didn't. I got a funny feeling this is probably, it looked smaller than the original lineup, but this is the official box. This is how it's coming out. It's going to have lights front and back into the cells, and on top and underneath the saucer section. It also comes with a stand as well. The sound and lights are obviously at the side there, as you can see, and it looks really cool. I can't wait for this to come out. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of show you what sort of was on display at MCM, and you know, the close look. I've seen these before. It's the first time I've actually seen them where people have been able to actually go up and take photos of them. I was also told as well that at MCM they were sort of tucked away. A lot of people missed them and sort of went past them without even noticing they were there. Obviously there's a lot on at the Comic-Con, so I think a lot of people just walked past without actually noticing they were there, but they were there. There was also I believe there was also another figure on display. I don't know what it was. I do believe it may have been Data maybe, or Kirk. I'm not too sure. There was the phaser as well, but these were the only pictures that I was sent. I'm kind of bummed now because I wanted to go. I put it off. I was going to go on the Sunday, and then plans changed obviously, and I went somewhere else. And I'm sort of a bit bummed that I didn't actually go. I could have got a few more clearer photos and stuff like that. But you can really see with this ship, it's a totally new sculpt, a totally new design, and a totally new materials, like I mentioned in my last update video. But this is cool, and I cannot wait for this to come out. Look, this is a little update that I've done. The next probably update would be now we've seen and we've released all the pictures and stuff like that. The next sort of update will probably be me reviewing these figures and ships. So yeah, the release date for this is July. Some places are actually showing a date of August. They've actually shown a different date for the ship and phaser of September. But like I said, dates are changeable. Some places have got the dates all mixed up. I was originally told that they were all being released in July, but obviously dates can change. But anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there. You can ponder over this image as much as you like, because I've looked at it and it looks so good. I've been the Nexus. Look, make sure you click subscribe. I'll be doing lots more of these videos. Like I said, probably the next update video I do will probably be sort of looking at Wave 2, because it won't be long before we find that out. Probably just after the first wave has come out. But there was no Project E figures on display just before we go. There was no Project E figures on display. It was just this one's. But anyway, look, thank you for watching. Click that like button. And make sure you click to subscribe if you want to follow me for this. Also as well, there in the description of this video, there is a link to our Facebook page that where I'll be doing a lot of the information, where you can pick this up here in the UK as well. So make sure you go along to that. Anyway, look, I've been Kev, the Nexus, and we'll see you at the next video.